Cheevo, guys.
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys.
back here again with another achievement guide. Today we're going to be focusing on Subnautica Below Zero. This game is published and developed by Unknown Worlds Entertainment, and the price on it is $29.99 at full price. The game just released yesterday on May 14th, 2021. And the first thing I did when I downloaded the game is I checked to see if the console commands worked on it, because as you guys may know, you can complete the original Subnautica using console or admin commands. So I'm here to tell you that it does work. Traditionally, this game would take about 15 to 20 hours to complete if you were actually going for the story the whole time and not getting distracted by, a bunch of other stuff. But basically, we're going to be cutting this down to about 35 minutes for the full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy. I was actually able to complete this game the first day it was released, and on True Achievements, I was the third person to get it completed. So I believe I was the first person to figure this out for Subnautica Below Zero. As of right now, there's no console command guides out there on the internet. Now, ultimately, I ended up figuring this out by using two different resources, one being the Subnautica admin command wiki. There's a wiki on their website. It's official, made by the developer and publisher, and basically it shows all of the console commands on their website. Besides that, I used a Steam walkthrough. That is the walkthrough for the actual game, not for any console commands or anything like that. Just basically the actual walkthrough that helps you complete the game nice and legit. So I used both of those resources to ultimately put together this guide. Originally, it took me about 7 hours to get all of the achievements with the admin commands, but I played through this game 3 other times in an effort to make this the quickest as I possibly could for you guys. So we're going to be completing it in about 35 minutes. Now, if you press start and you press LB and RB at the same time, or if you're on PlayStation, that would be L1 and R1 at the same time, it's going to enable the developer menu. You want to go inside, and we're going to go to commands, and we're going to press Bob the Builder. This is going to give you everything you need and all of the supplies in your inventory to the point where we're going to be able to craft anything that we want. After this, we're going to go over to the fabricator right here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to craft a few things, starting off with some hydraulic fluid. To do that, you want to go to resources and then advanced resources, and then you want to craft the hydraulic fluid right there. Again, if you don't have the resources to craft it, make sure you go to the developer menu and you press Bob the Builder to max out all of the resources. After that, you want to craft the antidote. It should be in the same category, advanced materials. And now that we got those two crafted, next we're going to go back to the resources and we're going to go to electronics. So that's resources, electronics, and then we want to go to the bottom right hand corner, which is going to be the test override module. Make sure that you craft that. And as soon as you craft it, it automatically goes into your inventory, guys. If you want to access your inventory, you can press the select or view button. And next we want to go to the personal tab and then equipment. And from here, we're going to craft a couple things. We're going to craft a O2 tank. I accidentally just crafted the standard one, but make sure you craft a high capacity O2 tank. Ultimately, we can turn off the oxygen, but I think it's better to equip ourselves with all of the basic equipment, being that we're barely started the game. So we're going to go ahead and craft some fins as well. And then after that, there's an achievement or trophy related to crafting the cold suit. So we want to craft all 3 parts to the cold suit. It's the suit, the gloves, and then the mask. Traditionally, you would find this in the Robotics Center. It's in the Altera base, and basically you would end up finding it in Zeta Landon's bedroom. Originally, I had teleported myself over here, I had scanned it, and I found out that that was all completely necessary. You don't actually need to go find the blueprint for it or anything like that. As long as you press that Bob the Builder, it's going to give you all of the blueprints and recipes, so you can craft everything that you want straight from the beginning. So after you craft all 3 pieces to the cold suit, again, the face mask, the gloves, and the suit, then we're going to go to the next category. It's going to be personal and then equipment, and from there you want to go ahead and make yourself a scanner. We're going to make ourselves a flashlight, and then after that, we're going to craft a habitat builder. Make sure you craft this. This is needed for some of the achievements. And after that, I think that should be it for our equipment. Let's go ahead and see the other categories, deployables. So we are going to need 2 things from this category. You need to craft the spy penguin robot or remote, and then also the spy penguin. So it's basically like a penguin robot, and then the remote for that penguin robot. So make sure that you craft both of those. After that, we do not need to craft any upgrades. We should be good to go. So just make sure that you crafted all of the things that I just mentioned. And after that, you're going to save your game. And we're going to go ahead and quit. This is because the achievements are disabled by the console command, so they won't pop. But you can actually save your game, quit, load back in, and your achievements or trophies will pop. So we just got the achievement for crafting a spy penguin. We should also get another achievement. This one is called Dressed for the Weather. This is for crafting all of the parts to the cold suit. As you can see, a lot of these achievements are super rare right now because there are no guides with this method so far, but I'm sure once I release this, there's going to be a lot of people completing this game. Anyhow, once you spawn, we're going to pop up the developer menu once again. We're going to go to Give, and you want to go down to the mobile vehicle bay. After that, you're going to end up with that in your inventory, and you want to go ahead and place it, I think with the right trigger, and you want to climb up using the A button. After that, you're going to go to the commands in the developer menu and press Bob the Builder. This is going to give you all of the recipes for the mobile vehicle bay. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to craft a sea truck. So go to vehicles, press sea truck. After that, it's going to take a few seconds for it to craft itself. Once it falls into the water, we're going to go ahead and save our game. We're going to quit back to the main menu, load back up that game, and our achievement or trophy should pop for building a sea truck. If you were trying to do this legit, you would need to go find the parts in the ocean for the sea truck. I believe there are like 2 different parts to build the main part of the sea truck. You'd have to scan those. So first and foremost, you need to build yourself a scanner. So we're saving ourselves a ton of time by doing this with the admin commands. At the same time though, more than likely you spent $29.99 on this game unless it was on sale or for some reason it ended up on Game Pass. So I recommend actually playing the game if you spent the money on it, as this is a really good game and you could get a lot of good gameplay and game time out of it. But I'm just here to teach you guys how to get all of the achievements for now. So now that we're loaded back in, we're going to go into the developer menu, and this time we're going to go ahead and spawn a snow fox. It's going to take a few seconds, and there it is. After that, you can go ahead and jump on the snow fox. Make sure you press the right area, or you might try to access the upgrades on the vehicle. Make sure that you mount it, and once you mount it, your achievement or trophy should actually pop right away. I didn't have to quit back to the main menu for this one. You should get that one for riding a snow fox. After that, we're going to just jump back into the water. We're going to press start. Make sure the developer menu is pulled up once again. If it doesn't show it, as I mentioned before, you can pop up the developer menu by pressing LB and RB at the same time. We'll open that again in just a second. For right now, press right on the D-pad until you are controlling your habitat builder. It looks like this, and if it's not in your quick slots, you need to go in your inventory and place it into one of your quick slots. After that, we're going to place a multi-purpose room. And as you can see, right now, it's not constructing it right away, and it's because it's saying that I need 6 titanium. So as we did before, we're going to pop up the developer menu and we're going to press Bob the Builder to give us all of the resources that we need. So just make sure to press Bob the Builder. I also went ahead and pressed Fast Build just so we don't have to wait a ton of time for it to build itself. So we're going to use the Habitat Builder once again. We're just going to build a multi-purpose room. Alright, and for some reason it's still not building itself. So maybe I didn't press one of the console commands correctly. So we're going to go ahead and deconstruct that. We're going to go back in and just make sure we pressed everything correctly. Bob the Builder. Okay, so we're going to go to multi-purpose room. There we go. That's how it should look right there. As long as you have the titanium, it's going to start crafting itself. And I ended up having to go up for some oxygen real quick. And I went back to it, and I think if I pressed A on it once again, it finished like crafting itself. You just need to pull out the habitat builder like that and press A to construct, and then it went ahead and finished itself. Okay, so now that we have a multi-purpose room built, we need to build a way to get inside of it. So we're going to go to the habitat builder tool, we're going to go to hatch, and we're going to build a hatch on this room. After that, we need to switch out of this tool, and we should be able to access the hatch and go inside of this multi-purpose room that we built. And ultimately, we're doing this because we're trying to craft a jukebox and we need somewhere safe to craft it or build it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go to the Habitat Builder tool once again. Go ahead and save your game. And we're going to go all the way to this tab right here and find the jukebox. Go ahead and place the jukebox. And you're going to find that your achievement or trophy isn't going to pop right away. And that's because we're going to need to quit back to the main menu once again. Now, I ended up dying because I lost oxygen, but it will spawn you right back inside of this room. So I'm going to go ahead and save it once again, and we're going to go ahead and quit back to the main menu. After we quit back to the main menu, as usual, we're going to go to play, load up our game save. Then after that, you're going to end up right where we left off, and your achievement or trophy should unlock for installing a jukebox. Sweet. So we got another achievement or trophy knocked out. We can go ahead and exit that room. We don't need to use it anymore. I'm going to go ahead and press LB and RB, get the developer menu back up. We're going to go into the developer menu, and this time we're going to teleport. You want to go all the way down to the sanctuary. Okay, so ultimately what we're going to be going for here is getting the another survivor achievement or trophy. This is for finding Margaret, aka Marge. This was actually one of the last achievements and trophies I ended up unlocking, because you cannot simply teleport to her house to unlock the achievement. You actually need to follow the different story cues, and once you follow all of the different parts of the story, then it will unlock. So you actually have to do it a particular way. So I'm going to show you guys the way how to unlock it for sure by doing a couple different story points in order. So first is this one. This one also has an achievement or trophy related to it. So we're kind of, again, two birds with one stone here. So just go ahead and continue to follow this pathway. You're going to take a right, and then here you're going to go ahead and grab this. After you grab that, we're going to just continue down. You can go left or right, it all goes the same way. And here you're going to take a right. On the other side of this platform, we're going to find a console. It's going to end up triggering a cutscene, and we need to interact with this console. It will not let us interact with the console until the dialogue has completed. I also want to point out that I'm not going to be fast forwarding through any of these cutscenes, so this should take you pretty much exactly 35 minutes, as I have not edited through anything. I'm pretty much running through this at the same pace you guys are.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace? What's happening?
Transfer. Transfer complete.
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA. Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Alright, so you should have unlocked your next achievement or trophy. If for some reason it didn't pop, go ahead and save your game, quit back to the main menu, and continue your game, and it should pop. But personally, I did not have to do that method for that particular achievement. Next, you're going to go to teleport, and you want to go down to Delta Base. After we get teleported to Delta Base, what we need to do is basically just make our way down the path a little bit. You would have had to climb this mountain to get to the top, and once you got to the top, it would have triggered a cutscene. So basically, we need to walk back a little farther than where the cutscene would have triggered, and then we're going to walk past that again. So that way we can trick the game into triggering that cutscene. So just walk past here. You're going to walk into this tunnel. Right when you walk out of that tunnel, the cutscene should trigger. So I found that I walked past this first flower right here. then walked back up the path, and right when you get back out of this cave, the cutscene should trigger.
Stop right there, Altera. You're out of bounds.
I'm not with Altera.
Then your position is doubly precarious.
What do you mean?
If you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind. If you're lying, there'll be hell to pay.
Wait! Who are you?
Stay off my land.
Okay, so that was the survivor that the achievement or trophy wants us to find, but we have to find her house deep under sea. We can actually teleport there. All you need to do is go into the admin menu, go to teleport, and we're going to go down to Marge base. Not the Marge greenhouse, but the Marge base. Now, it's really important that you just seen that cutscene at the top of that mountain, because without that, this achievement will not unlock. After that cutscene, it actually sets a destination point to find her base underwater, but we're actually going to teleport there rather than having to find it manually. So, once you teleport down to Marge's base, the achievement or trophy should pop for finding it. If it doesn't pop right away, it's because the dialogue needs to end before it pops. Now, if you're running out of oxygen, go ahead and just swim under the vehicle bay, and you can actually swim up and into her hideout. So just go under here, swim up, interact with the ladder. You're going to climb up, and you're safe and sound here, and just wait for your achievement or trophy to pop. Personally, I just had to wait until my dialogue was over, and then ended up popping. Again, this is one of the ones I had the most trouble with, and this is because you cannot simply teleport down here to unlock it. You need to do the other story objectives first. If you don't, and you just spawn yourself down here, for one, the achievement or trophy is not going to pop, and then second, her door is going to be locked and you're not going to be able to enter. And there we go, there's our achievement for finding Margaret's home, aka Marge. That is the another survivor achievement worth 75 gamer score. Besides that, we're going to go to the admin menu, go to teleport, and this time we want to teleport to the very top option, which is the rocket. After you teleport to the rocket, what we need to do is plug in the test module into the back of it and then start up the test phase. Now, you actually find the test module, or at least the blueprint for it, inside of Margaret's home, the home that we were just at deep in the ocean. So we actually just go ahead and skip that because we had crafted it at the very beginning of the game. No need to actually collect it the legit way. Now what you need to do is make your way right here, past the console, go ahead and go up the ladder. After that, you can go to make your way to the back, and you want to plug in the test override module. Again, it's something that we crafted in the very beginning of the video. Now, after you plug it in, we actually need to go enter the test mode, so we need to go back down the ladder, and we need to interact with that console that we passed. All we need to do is go in front of it, and then click on enter test mode. It's going to be on the left hand side, right here. After you enter the test mode, your achievement or trophy should pop. Personally, I didn't need to quit back to the main menu for this one. That is the Pirate Radio achievement worth another 75 gamer score, this time for disabling the Altera communications. Next, we're going to go back into the developer or admin menu. This time we want to teleport to the Glacial Bay. You got to be careful because there's a couple of them that start off with Glacial. Again, we're looking for Glacial Bay. It's actually going to be towards the bottom, so you're going to need to scroll down for quite a while. Just make sure that it says Glacial Bay. Now, the next one we're going to be going for is called Necessary Repairs. It's for repairing and extending the bridge. We can do this by putting some hydraulic fluid inside of it. Now, it's going to spawn you in the water, and what you need to do is you need to find these stairs up right here. And if you turn around, you can go ahead and see the bridge. What we're going to do is we're going to walk up this ramp right here and follow it to the right, and eventually we will get to the first part of the bridge. As you can see, it's straight ahead, but there is a gap in between the bridge, and that's because we need to repair it and extend it. What we need to do is walk up and insert the hydraulic fluid. You can do that by walking up and pressing A, or if you're on PlayStation, you would press X. That's going to unlock the Necessary Repairs achievement worth 50 gamer score for repairing the bridge. I actually didn't have to quit out for that one. That one popped right away, so I did not have to do the menu trick. Next, we're going to go into the developer menu and teleport to the frozen creature. Once you teleport to the frozen creature, we're going to go upstairs and we're going to insert the antidote. We're basically going to set the antidote inside of a robot that injects it inside of the frozen creature, bringing it back to life. You can get a good look at the creature if you walk up here, but the way we actually need to get up there is with this elevator over here to the right hand side. So just walk inside of the elevator platform and then press A to activate the elevator. It's going to take you up and you'll be able to enter this little ice cave. There we go, and straight ahead is that robot I was telling you about. Now, we crafted the antidote at the beginning of this video. This is another one where I actually tried to solve it the legit way. I didn't know you can craft the antidote right away. But if you were actually trying to get the antidote, you would need to head over to the glacial basin, and there's a little small cave that you can have a spy pangolin go into and collect the antidote inside of that little cave. And that's how you get the antidote. But anyhow, we were able to craft it nice and easy with the admin commands. And all we have to do is drop it inside of the little robot, and it's going to inject it inside of the frozen creature. And after a few seconds, you should end up unlocking your Finding the Cure achievement or trophy. This one's worth 50 gamer score, and this one is for using the antidote on the big frozen creature. I'm sure he actually has a name, but the console commands refer to him as a frozen creature. So anyway, next we want to go back to the developer menu, go to teleport, and we want to teleport to the fabricator base. We're going for the Out of Mind achievement or trophy because we're trying to construct an alien vessel. So it's going to teleport you right here. You just want to turn around and you should find an entrance to the fabricator or fabricator base. And you just want to follow the path. You're going to end up in this room right here, and you want to turn to the left. We're going to be crafting 3 different items by interacting with these green glowing podiums. Go to developer menu and go to commands and press Bob the Builder to give yourself a bunch of resources. After that, interact with the first podium, and it's going to start crafting the first item, in which you're going to have to wait through some dialogue. But basically, we're going to end up interacting with all 3 podiums, basically crafting 3 items that we need to proceed through the ending. At this point, we should only have 2 achievements or trophies left. The first one is the one that we're working on now for constructing an alien vessel, that being the Out of Mind achievement. And then finally, we have an achievement for completing the game. Now, both of these require you to go back to the menu and then continue your game. So we're going to be doing that for these last 2 achievements. I can confirm they will not unlock if you do not save your game and go back to the menu. So now that we have the second item crafted, we're going to interact with the third podium or the third fabricator, and it's going to craft that third item. And while it's crafting, you're going to press start and save your game. After that, we're going to quit back to the main menu and go ahead and continue your save that you just saved. And basically, it's going to push you back into the game, but now the console commands have been disabled, and it will basically trigger the achievement this time. If we hadn't done that, basically it would not unlock because the console commands were active. So we're pretty much tricking the game because we're using the console commands, but the achievements really shouldn't work for them, but they do, similar to the first Subnautica. Now at this point, guys, we're just going to have to wait for a cutscene, and then eventually this achievement or trophy will unlock. So I'll touch base with you guys after this dialogue.
I do not wish to speak about it.
We can come back to this.
Commencing data transfer.
Did it work? Are we...
It has been some time since I last stretched out in so many dimensions. Like waking from a dream.
Whoa. Hey. You're really not in my head anymore?
There are some remnants. Would you like your memories of me removed as well?
Are you kidding? No way. You still owe me the end of your story.
told you I must return home to assess, repair, make amends.
Tell me more.
When the bacteria escaped, it was my fault. I disobeyed the directive from my network.
Oh, no.
We noticed that a species of Leviathan young produced an enzyme that is efficient against the bacteria. I thought if we incubated sea dragon eggs, we might expedite their hatching. I was not wrong.
But
It would appear that sea dragon parents are stronger and more motivated than our facility was rated to handle.
and the bacteria got out, infecting everything. How many survived the outbreak back home? Are they still waiting for someone to bring back a cure?
I do not know.
Can I help?
The fact that I withheld this information does not concern me.
It's certainly manipulative. And I've also made my own share of mistakes. I'm still committed to helping.
I accept your help. Find me at the gate when you are ready. In the meantime, I must prepare.
Signal location.
Alright, so you should be unlocking your next achievement or trophy called Out of Mind, worth 150 gamer score for constructing an alien vessel. At this point, we should only have one achievement or trophy left, that being for completing the game. Next, we're going to open up the developer menu again, and this time we're going to teleport to Outpost 0. It's about halfway down or so. Again, that's Outpost 0. There we go. So just teleport there. And that's basically where the alien wanted us to navigate to. Or at least pretty close to it. We're going to have to walk a little bit, but I'll show you guys exactly where to go. Now, once you drop in, the first thing we want to do is save our game. We're going to quit out to the main menu, and then we're going to continue our game. And basically, again, tricking the game into thinking we got this far without console commands. So go back to the menu, press play, load up your last save that we literally just saved a few seconds ago, and you should end up at Outpost 0 with no console commands active. Now, there's going to be a green objective point. We just want to follow that, and that's going to take you exactly where you need to go. Just run down this path right here, and it's pretty much going to be at the end of the path. And this is going to lead us to the end of the game, guys. We had a nice and easy 1000G or Platinum trophy, thanks to some console or admin commands. I want to give another shout out to the dude that wrote the Subnautica Below Zero full game walkthrough and also the Steam achievement guide. And it's a guy named Nicholas Dagenhart. Hopefully I said his name right. Shout out to that gentleman. Again, it wasn't an achievement guide with console commands. He has a full game walkthrough and then a Steam achievement guide showing you how to get the achievements the legit way. And I pretty much combined that knowledge and guidance with the console command wiki on the Subnautica website and pretty much put this guide together for you guys. Again, the first time it took like 6-7 hours for me, but I ended up running it through it 3 different times on some other profiles just to make sure I could get it as quick as possible. And here we have it, 35 minutes for 1000G. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. The game is nearly over. Once we go through the portal, all we have to do is pick up 2 pillars and put them back into place, and that's about it. Aside from that, the next 7 minutes or the last 7 minutes of this game is pretty much all cutscenes and dialogue. So I'm going to go ahead and end the commentary right here, and I'll jump back in at the end of the video.
When you are ready to leave. Robin, you're just in time. The phase gate is opening.
You've been hiding a phase gate here this whole time.
Only for the last millennium. It will lead us home.
No wonder you hid yourself from Altera.
It was imperative to keep the homeworld safe, in hopes that the others survived.
Yeah.
Will you help me prepare the ship? The energy masts must be moved into place.
Well, this is different.
me and I will initiate ship assembly. Thank you. The masts are in place. The energy field is ready. There is no time to lose. Join me, Robin. I apologize. The levitator was calibrated for heavier bodies. I would have helped you to your feet, but as you can see, I have been fully integrated with the ship.
Is this permanent?
Nothing is permanent. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, you could say that. Ready to leave the past behind.
Good. Please brace yourself, and then we will depart. Launching in 3, 2, 1.
What will we find when we get there?
If I am the last of my kind, I will experience the sorrow of 10,000 souls dimming.
And if they survived?
With you, I am ready to face whatever awaits.
And that's about it, guys. That's going to finish up Subnautica 2, or Subnautica Below Zero, unlocking the Into the Unknown achievement worth 200 gamer score for completing the game. Other than that, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 16 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including TimG84, AOJ, Kegger101, Michael Banksa, and Purple Rain 6. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.